Hi, greetings, Phil Hunters. First of all, like my new haircut, huh? Sorry, it's a bit messy, of course. It's pretty hot today, so there you go. But yeah, So, anyway, today we're going to be taking a look at the final episode of Supernatural Season 3, No Rest for the Wicked. The show opens with a great Season 3 montage to carry on My Wayward Son, the tradition of season finales. Next, Dean is running from something in the woods, where the growling creature catches up with him and he falls down, yelling and screaming as his blood spurts on his face. He wakes up with his head resting on a page he was reading about hellhounds. Sam comes in with a smile and reveals that Bobby's found a way to find Lilith. Dean is convinced that the plan is going to work with only 30 hours and wants to live it up in a Mexican way. 30 hours to go and wants to live it up in a Mexican way. Sam jokes they should never do that, and says to reassure Dean that he won't let him go to hell. But Dean isn't comforted when he hallucinates Sam as a ghoulish figure. Bobby performs a tracking spell by pulling out a device, and after reciting some Latin finds out Lilith is in New Harmony, Indiana. Dean doesn't like the idea of taking on Lilith unprepared. Sam wants to summon Ruby, but Dean refuses to let him and tells Bobby and Sam to find something else. Sam summons Ruby anyway. She tells him that he could defeat Lilith using his psychic and other abilities instead of her knife. Lilith is on shore leave and has her guard down. She didn't tell Sam this before because he would have never considered the idea unless he was desperate. Sam takes in what he says, but Dean arrives, refusing to let her help Sam tap into his abilities. He fights her and after taking a beating, steals her knife while trapping her under a devil's trap. Sam tries to get Dean to listen to Ruby, but Dean tells him they need to stop making the same mistakes all over again and stop allowing themselves to be martyrs for each other. They should go after Lilith their way, and if they fail, they will go down swinging. Dean asks, what the hell does a demon do for fun? We find out that Lilith has taken over the body of the young daughter of the Fremont family and is terrorizing them. She's holding Dad, Mom, and Grandpa hostage and has killed her babysitter and her pet, Freckles. Aww. Sam and Dean try to leave, but the Impala won't start. Bobby shows up with a distributor cap in his hand and tells him he's going with them because family don't end with blood. He also gets Dean to admit he's seeing hallucinations. On the car ride there, Sam wants to have a talk, but Dean puts on Wanted Dead or Alive instead, creating a well-as brotherly bonding moment by both yelling the song obnoxiously out of tune. Dean turns sad at the end, realizing how bittersweet the last moment is. They get pulled over by a cop because the Impala has a busted taillight. Dean takes the officer and stabs him with Ruby's knife, revealing he's really a demon. Dean confesses he saw his real face under the human face. While hiding in the cop car, Bobby says that what Dean is seeing is normal for someone facing hell soon, and that it will come in handy during their attack on Lilith. Sure enough, they arrive and Dean points out the little girl is Lilith, and the neighborhood is loaded with demons. They take out a couple of the demons with Ruby's knife, while Bobby blesses a well with a rosary. Ruby catches up with them, and Dean is disgusted by her real face. They are surrounded by demons and run for the house just in time for Bobby to turn on the sprinklers, which spread holy water, stopping the demons at the edge of the lawn. They enter the house and Dean takes the father's safety. Grandpa was killed earlier, asking for help from the neighbor, while Ruby and Sam go after Lilith. Ruby goes into one room, while Sam finds the girl and her mother in the bedroom. The mom begs Sam to kill the little girl, but he hesitates over the idea at first. Just before he tries to stab her, Dean stops him and tells him Lilith isn't in her anymore. Dean sends the family off to safety in the basement, while Sam tells Ruby he is ready to try it her way. She tells him it's too late and Dean stops him, telling him he'll let him go to hell. Sam tearfully asks what he's supposed to do, and Dean tells him to keep fighting, to come my wheels, remember Dad taught you, and remember what I taught you. The clock strikes midnight, and Dean awaits his fate, while tears run from Sam's eyes. Dean hears the hellhounds, and the three of them run to the office. Sam and Ruby barricade the doors while Dean puts down gopher dust along the doorway and windows. Ruby demands a knife from Sam, and Dean realizes it isn't Ruby. She pins Sam against the wall and Dean against the desk, and her white eyes show she's really Lilith. Sam asks who Ruby is, and Lilith says she sent her far away. She goes over to Sam and kisses him, while he tries to give himself up for Dean. Lilith won't agree since Sam can't offer anything she wants. Dean asks her if her plan is to drag him to hell, kill Sam and become queen bitch, but she won't answer puppy chow and opens the door, letting the hellhound in. Dean is dragged from the table and mauled to death in horrific fashion, which Sam watches in horror, screaming at Lilith to stop it. After Dean dies, a delighted Lilith sends her white light of doom in Sam's direction, ready to kill him next. The white light dissipates, and slowly terror washes over Lilith. Sam is crouched down in the corner unharmed, and realizes that she no longer has a hold on him. He grabs the knife and goes to stab her, but she exits Ruby's body in a cloud of black smoke. Sam looks and sees the bodies of Ruby and Dean and begins weeping. He kneels and cradles Dean's head in his hand, crying inconsolably over his dead brother. The camera pans through Dean's eyes to show dark clouds, lightning, cables strung everywhere. In the middle of it, Dean hanging from chains with meat hooks piercing through his shoulders and side. He is tethered by multiple black chains. And then each chain is a large hook stuck in his body, suspending him up in the air. The episode ends with the bloody Dean looking around, panicked, yelling for help before calling Sam's name before the scene fades to black. Dun dun dun. So now let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. Dean's deal, Made in All Hell Breaks Loose Part 2, comes due in this episode. Arguing whether they should summon Ruby to help, Dean said, "For all we know, she works with Lilith." This will later prove to be true in the Season 4 finale. And now finally, let's take a look at some trivia. The title of the episode is based from the song by Cage the Elephant. The CW's official summary mistakenly does not cite actor Jim Beaver as a guest star. IMDb lists Freeman's daughter as Zoe. According to the book Supernatural, the official companion Season 3, the original vision for the final scene would have placed Dean in a really nasty bloody slaughterhouse, hanging from meat hooks. Here, Dean would start screaming as shadows fall over him. Discussions between Eric Kripke, Kim Manners, and Ivan Hayden led to the decision to present one epic glimpse of hell. The scene matched with the many versions of chains of people being ripped apart. Art director John Markunuk, I'm sorry I mispronounced that, felt they should have made it a little more mysterious and dark. He commented, quote, "My opinion is, the vaguer the better, because you let the imagination take over. People have different fears, and hell is such a personal torment," end quote. The police car that gets covered up after Dean kills the demon posing as a cop is numbered 54. This may be a reference to the television series, Car 54, Where Are You? At one point in the episode, Dean says, "Hell, she probably wants you to become her little Antichrist superstar." Antichrist Superstar is an album by American rock band Marilyn Manson. This is the second finale episode in the series where not all the main characters are present, with the absence of Lauren Cohen as Bella Talbot. The second one was Carry On with the absence of Castiel and Jack. So overall, as the finale of Season 3, this episode is just so goddamn heartbreaking and emotional. It's just, really gets ya. Really gets ya. So, yeah. So overall, I give No Rest for the Wicked 5 Impalas out of 5. Well, thank you all so much for joining me on this look at Supernatural Season 3. And next year, of course, we'll be looking at Supernatural Season 4, my personal favorite season. So, yeah. Anyway, so next month is Arrow vs. August, and during that time, we'll be taking a look at Arrow Season 3. So, tune in to that next month. So, yeah. So, anyway, until next year, carry on, my wayward sons and daughters.